everybody. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good.
I'm gonna check my settings on this thing here. There we
Did you
go.
get the email, Jess?
Yes, I did. Thank you so much. And
Did Did you send me the address?
Yes, I did.
So sorry about that. I mean,
That's okay.
well, we have the check's sitting on my desk, so we'll get it to you tomorrow. We'll put it in the mail tomorrow. So hopefully it will get to you fast. Thank you.
Well.
Oh, I'm going to start recording, and we're going to try to record. Well, it looks like it's recording already, I hope.
It says it in the corner of mine.
Okay, good. I couldn't remember if I set it up to do it or if I thought I'd just do it when everybody got here. Hi, Joyce. How are you?
Okay, how are you? I finally got in.
You got in great. That's
Yes,
great.
last time I had a trouble, Paula had me on her phone, remember?
I do. I was in a Zoom meeting this morning and I had a hard time. So I actually was going to do this Zoom meeting at the library because we're in the library now, but I decided to come home because I knew I think this equipment will work.
How's it been at the library? Some people doing the curb service?
Yeah, we do. We do have, a lot of people don't know about it yet. We're doing emails. Yeah. We've sent, I think that the town hall was supposed to do something. So I believe they are going to put out something, but we've been advertising it now. So we've been getting people to do it.
Right. Word of mouth is the best.
I think you're right. I mean, it's disappointing for people, I think, because they'd rather choose their, if they ask for a book and it's out, we ask, is there something that we can, get for you? And
yeah,
it's so much easier when you can actually browse through the books, but yeah.
Yeah, because sometimes you see stuff that you didn't even think about or whatever, Yeah,
because a lot of times I'll read the first page or the first paragraph, and sometimes I'll like something that I would never expected that I would have liked.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, and then I understand that it's probably going to be July 6th that we can open up in a limited way. It's probably only going to be 11 people that are allowed in other than staff.
Wow.
Yeah, we had the fire marshal come in and check, which was a good thing. But it's a much tinier than I thought, the amount. Because that's basically going to be, Tom Amy set the computers up for us so that they're 6 feet away and the social distancing, and they look great. He did a wonderful job, and he ended up getting more computers for us than we thought we'd be able to, because he was able to run an Ethernet cable without it causing any problems for people. But, so if we are able to have 8 people on the computer, that's only 3 people that can be in, getting books. So we're going to have to do, a little bit of something about that. So we'll see. But
I would think that if people are looking like for a certain type of book, like mystery or science or history, they'd be in different sections. So if that was the case, that maybe they could expand it and have 2 or 3 more people. You know what I mean?
It would be normally, but only because there's so much cleaning involved that they have to do. They've changed our hours, and they also, right now, people are not being allowed into the children's. Well, when we open up, people won't be allowed in the children's area, and they won't be allowed in the stacks area because they'd have to clean that afterwards.
Oh,
so
all right.
Once that changes a bit, definitely we're going to do everything that the governor wants. And the town, the town is so concerned about people getting sick, and we are too.
Yes.
But I will have to say that even with the CDC, they say the chance of getting COVID after somebody with COVID touches a book is very, very slight. But ultimately, until they relax that, we'll have to deal with what they're dealing with. Jean, hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Jane.
I finally got this to work.
Well, I was on a Zoom meeting this morning and I had a really rough time because it was in my office and I forgot that there's no Wi-Fi in there sometimes. So at first I was getting audio and then I had to move over to the Windows. So technical is not perfect, but it's better than nothing. It's better than, not meeting.
Well, I'm not a computer person, I couldn't get the laptop to work, so I had to do it on the phone.
Whether you're a computer person or not, we all have the same problems, so I mean, I've been doing Zoom meetings this whole time period for book club and everything too. So when that happened, but I've been doing it from my home and my home Wi-Fi is very good. And in the office, in the library and my office, I don't get the Wi-Fi connection. So, and I forgot about that,
But you did it, Jean. You did it.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, we all did. So I guess we're waiting for Deb Wazakowski and Alex and Paula. So, but they'll come sometime. I mean, I hope.
Paula didn't forget because she's usually really on time.
Yes. Here's Alex on the phone. Hey, Alex, how's it going? Really? All right. Let me. Oh, are you doing it from your phone? Can you pull up the link? Because I understand that if you pull the link up and click into the link, it will be easier. If you do it the other way, it may be harder because you're going to have to, if you do it through the link, I don't know that you need to put in the password, but if you do it through the meeting, you do need to do something special. I mean, like do it through the cell phone. So if I just sent it around about an hour before too. So if you pull up your email, and I'm hoping I sent it to the SeymourConnecticut.org one, the link should be in there. Oh shoot, yeah, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, there you are. Sorry about that. That's me. There you are. Now I'm gonna call Paula because Paula's not here and she's always on time.
Okay, good night.
Hi, Chris.
I hope she's okay.
How many people are we short?
Well, I'm always short. Just kidding. So there's 3 people, so you could do it. But I'm just surprised because hi, Paula. It's Suzanne. We have the Zoom meeting up, so hope you're okay. And we'll expect you in a couple. Thanks. Bye. I'll text her too, just in case she wasn't able to pick up the phone. She's probably taking the dog for a walk.
Who was
Yeah,
the
got the
vice
new puppy.
I'm sorry, Alex. What?
chairperson?
That's Deb Wazakowski, and
Does she
she's not.
start the meeting? No.
Well, she could if she were here, but she's not. So
Okay.
I'm wondering if they forgot that we had said 6, but that was something that everybody wanted last time. Although Deb Wazakowski said that she may be late, so because she gets out of work a little bit later.
You know, I was talking to Tom. We said we can have a meeting in the parking lot or outside.
Well, that would have been great, frankly.
Yeah, I would have liked that.
That would have been
Yeah.
better. That would have been great.
Do we
You guys-
want to circle like they do with the wagons?
Circle your wagons. I hope she got I mean, Paula and I talked recently, so she knew it was tonight, but I guess somebody else could start the meeting, couldn't they? I mean, not me, obviously, but.
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah.
Hmm.
Who's vice chair?
That's Debbie Wazakowski.
Oh,
Oh, wait, let me check and see if there's anybody else. Nope, nobody waiting yet.
Oh, Rory Burke.
Jess, are you reading the Little Women?
Yeah, I am. Are you?
Yeah, actually, in the library, there was an annotated copy, so I took that. It's really interesting. I was thinking of sending around some of the stuff before, just about, well, you already know a lot of the stuff about her and how she thought and everything too. But I was really impressed. It makes me like the book much better, actually.
Yeah. Yes, I like her.
No chairman or vice chair to start a meeting. Is that possible for any member if we have a quorum? Call Fred.
I'm going to plug in my computer while I think of it so that doesn't go.
you want me to start the meeting?
I think he's checking to see if that's possible. I mean, you're the treasurer, so I would
Yeah,
think you'd be next in
I-
line.
Oh, I didn't know.
Fine.
Uh-oh.
On the Zoom meeting, Paula and Karen,
Seems like when I plug this in, I hear reverberation, so I won't.
Oh, Alex disappeared.
Oh, Alex. I guess he probably got off to talk. So, oh yeah, he's coming back. Buddy. I'm sorry we couldn't have done it in the parking lot. That would have been great.
Yeah.
I think she can, to be honest with you. She's the treasurer.
Okay, you think she can? I'm sorry. When I sometimes hear an echo when you talk, but you think she can, right?
She can.
I mean, rather than not having the meeting, I think that should be able to be happening. I was going to try and look up Robert's Rules of Orders on my phone.
Secretary. Who's the secretary?
Who's
The
what?
secretary.
Well, I think we voted not to have a secretary, didn't we?
Well, they voted.
I mean, because Jess already does the minutes, but she's not a board member, nor am I.
I know the secretary could run the meeting, I think, but not the treasurer.
Oh, not the treasurer. Okay, that's me off the hook.
Well, I'll Google it.
No, we're ordering the drinking.
Well, I would like to think that we could do a vote on that if we, without the meeting, or we could have a special meeting.
All right. All right.
But,
Right.
so I mean, there's not, we luckily took care of everything last month when it came to the budget. So,
Rory
um,
said, you know what? He's not sure if the chair can. He's not sure. He can't say yes. He can't say no. He said, worst case scenario, have the meeting. And then if someone complains, then you do the meeting over again.
okay, perfect. So then we're going to say that Joyce can start the meeting. Is that what we're going to say?
Yep.
Okay, Joyce, you're up. And thank
Okay.
you for serving.
I call the meeting to order and the time's 6:14, right?
Yep.
We'll do this Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the
To the
flag
flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible,
indivisible,
with liberty and
liberty
justice.
and justice for all. Okay. We're gonna do the treasurer's report now.
I think you have to approve the minutes first.
Oh, the minutes. Okay. Does anybody
Make
want
a
to,
Make a motion to approve the May 21st, 2020 minutes.
okay, I second. Can I do that?
Yes, you can say.
Okay,
And then all in favor. I mean, not, I can't say that.
yeah,
but-
all in favor,
Yeah.
aye.
Aye.
I will abstain. I was not there.
Okay, thank you.
I'll make a motion on number 3 to accept the monthly treasury report for May 2020.
I'll second,
That was Joyce.
yes.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And then if you want to do all in favor.
All in favor? Aye.
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 And do you want me to start with the director's report?
Yes, that would be nice.
Okay, so there really wasn't much to say for the month of May. Now, actually, there is stuff to say because we have been in the building, but we'll do this was the May report. So due to COVID-19, the library is closed to the public, and it was essentially to library staff on Friday, March 13th. Since that time period, we followed the Governor Lamont's directives and Seymour Town directives. We weren't essential service. And during the stay safe, stay home time period, all staff were working at home. Then staff during this time period was working at home until the end of May, and we were allowed in the building in June. So actually things totally changed in June, but that's also a different story. I'll just say briefly though, that we cleaned up the library a bit. We got things ready, and then we heard that we could do curbside. So we just started that on the 17th, which is basically following Governor Lamont's date that we would open. And then we hope that in July we'll be able to open a little bit and allow people in the building. So with the programs, Rebecca's been doing Storytime Lives, and she even did one on her birthday. And Suzanne's been doing the Zoom book clubs, and those have been going well. And then I put in, because not much really happened during the month of May. I mean, we all worked from home and everything. The status as of today, June 12th, 2020. We really saw each other near the end of May, so you kind of knew what was going on in May. We were allowed in the building on Tuesday, June 2nd, and performed a massive cleanup operation to be able to have all staff in the building while COVID measures are still in place. Staff did an excellent job, and maintenance was incredible. We couldn't have done it without them. They took tons of stuff out in the recycling bins for us.
I have a question. After the cleanup and everything, does the town or does the library put like sanitizers at the circulation desk or something so that people could clean their hands or whatever?
When we open to the public, they will. However, I will also say that maintenance brought us masks, the staff masks and sanitizers So we do have all, and the gloves, we have all of that for us. And then we'll have what's the sanitizer. There'll be some sanitizing stations in the library, probably 2, one in the entry, and then the exit may be what the handicap door is to you guys. So, so it's, I mean, it's looking really great, I must say. And, you know, we had to get rid of a lot of paper because that can carry COVID. We don't know whether it can transmit it that easily, but it can still linger on there for about 3 hours or so. So even the governor's directives now, and we're doing this with curbside, is that we have to let books quarantine for 48 hours before they would go out to another patron. So we're wanding them in with gloves on, we're leaving them sit on a table, and then we're shelving them. So then I put in the projected spending for June 2020. It's kind of hard to say because, you know, we just got back in the building. So I'm going to say that $1,500 for Baker and Taylor. And I believe is going to spend about $800 for juvenile fiction. The YA fiction is to be determined. Lisa usually orders 28 videos, DVDs, and they're usually $554. And so the June total at least is $2,854. A little bit different for July, but largely because the juvenile fiction totals are off because we didn't get totals in from that department yet. So the projected spending for July 2020, I'm probably going to spend $1,800 for the adult books. And then probably Lisa's still going to spend, most of the DVDs are about the same price. So she usually gets about 28 for $554, and that's what she usually spends. Then in August, I'm probably going to spend about $2,000 for the nonfiction and fiction, and that's pretty much it. So as I said, it wasn't, everything went along smoothly. Next month's report, and we don't meet for July and August, will be more interesting because we've got the curbside and everything going on now. So thank you.
Perfect.
Yes.
So we're on 5 now. Comments of what, director's reports?
Yeah, or questions.
I have no questions.
No questions?
No.
All right. And then the next thing I'm going to say with the discussion of the Friends, I did call Pat and Mark. Mark is technically the president of the Friends right now. So we did send them the Zoom link as well, but he did say that, you know, there's not much going on. They're looking forward to using curbside. They're looking forward to being loud in the building, and they've done a lot of work downstairs. So I'm hoping that after July 6th, it's possible that they'd be allowed downstairs, but I don't know what the governor's directives will be. You know, there's only 2 of them if they're allowed in, and that with social distancing, I think they'd be able to manage it, but I don't know if that area would have to be cleaned when they leave it. And that could mean, you know, maybe not. So that's, I'm going to say that for the discussion of the Friends. And I will also add, because of the quarantine measures, we are not accepting donations at this point. So,
Right. Are you going to be taking temperatures of people coming in and out?
we've talked about it. I know that Tom Amy and Mary McNellis were saying that we should. I think Tom Amy was looking for a thermometer for us. So I think that that will happen.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea for now anyways.
Frankly, I do too. I mean, because I will say, and there's really no place to say this, but we're already having a problem with the masks because the people that are coming up to the door, a lot of our patrons don't have computer access when we're not in the building. So they're not getting these notices saying that we're open or anything like that. Some of our patrons don't have cell phones. So they're walking up to the building and they're knocking on the door and we're opening it up, but they're not wearing masks.
Yes.
And I mean, that's, you know, for one, when we open it up, we're kind of within the social distancing thing. We're closer than 6 feet. And I do ask them to move backwards, but we can't not open up to talk to them because they don't know, and there's no way for them to know, but they should know to wear masks, I would say. So
Can you put a sign on the door saying you have to have a mask before entering?
yes, we can. And I'm not sure if I need you guys to vote on that because I haven't heard back from Rory about that. I know I had asked him, I had sent him something.
It says it on the town hall building. We have one on the town hall building. Don't enter it. So put one on the building.
Okay, great. Because I will say when I sent him something, I said master mandatory and he said when possible or something. And that's a totally different thing to our patrons. So thank you very much. We will do that.
Yeah.
Just say, I would just put, if you're not allowed to enter the building, and any questions or concerns, you must, if need to talk to somebody in the staff, you will be required to wear a mask even outside.
Thank
Because you're not
you.
coming in the building. You can't let anybody in the perfect. Just do what you got to do.
Yep. Thank you.
Yeah.
Jess, did you get that? Because I don't have it. Did you?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, so we're done with that. Thank you.
So we're under old business, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to try and share a screen, which I rarely do. So I'm hoping I won't cut anybody off or stop this meeting. So
Why don't we
actually,
do that again, just in case the meeting gets ended?
okay. I'll tell you that with the website, oh God, I'm afraid I'm going to end it now. With the website, I've called two companies. One was a reach. We knew this. It's the West Chicago Public Library District. So I called them, and I do like their website an awful lot. For them to do a website for us, it's $6,800 at least. It could be more depending on how many pages we have and things like that. They have a team of people that work. They do try to make it very individualistic, but I do think that's an incredible amount of money.
It is.
The other website that I do have an appointment to talk to somebody tomorrow for another website, but the Woodbury website actually is pretty nice and very colorful, and and it's new. And I called them, and they're a local, kind of a local company. They're in Wolcott, and they're $3,500. So, I mean,
Well, it came down a lot right there.
yeah, I go to
A lot
Chicago, and
cheaper.
yeah,
If we
so.
could cut that one in half.
So I'll be speaking to the other place tomorrow. They actually are a Hartford company, and I looked at other websites that they've done that look really nice. And I talked to staff with Rebecca, at least, and Lisa to see what they thought looked nice. So I'm going to say, though, probably I'm going to guess about 3,000 or something. And I can look to see if there are grants available for that. There are grants for libraries that have never had a website before to get one up, but we did have one up, so I don't know whether that would kind of nullify us from that. So there are also some other grants for reaching your patrons and how you interrelate with them. And I mean, I could say that I think a website would be a good thing for that, but I can't say that they would, so I can't say that we would be able to get a grant. So that's my two things right now. And rather than risk ruining the meeting by pulling these up, I
don't
could.
think you can see him until everything is final, you know?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I was just going to say, I'll send you both the links. I mean, I'll send you both the links of the websites that I've called about, so that you'll get an idea of what we're talking about.
Right.
And that's, we're just starting, so we don't have any guarantees on what or anything yet. So that's where we are with the library website.
Okay, fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now we'd be on the contactless drinking fountain. And
Yes. What is that?
I was trying to think if I emailed it to everybody, because Alex did get us a quote on that, because it's a specialized thing and you have to go to these certain people and then they have to hook it up, because they're changing all the plumbing inside and everything too. But it is something that many school systems have.
It's a no-contact drinking faucet where no one can spread. Basically, it's very impossible to spread germs, and you can fill your water bottles up, and it would give access to the library to actually have running water on the first floor.
Oh.
It would be great. And it's, and I will say, I did.
Plumbing thing?
The plumbing is involved with it because they have to reroute it. I think that they have to do it so that more water comes out, where the flow would be stronger. I'm not sure.
Nope, everything would remain the same. That's exactly on the water fountain, the drain. Everything would be exactly the same. And the only difference is you would have a bottle filler on it, and you just hold your bottle underneath it, and it does all by motion, and it turns on the water, and you can fill bottles up with it, mugs, thermoses. They could get their coffee. It's specially filtered. They could get their drinking water. They could get their coffee water. They don't have to run downstairs to the sink. They fill up a pot of coffee or something like that. And it's good
Well,
for
I-
people, and it's good for people in wheelchairs.
Oh,
They
frankly,
can hold the bottle.
we would love it because, and also when I'm in my office, I'm right near the water fountain and I hear people slurping at it all the time. They put their mouth right on it. And and you know, all I can think, and sometimes I go out and I wipe it off with like a Lysol wipe, but who can find a Lysol wipe to do that now?
Yes.
And most libraries are starting to switch over to these now too. So
It was, you know, it's a great idea. It wasn't my idea. I actually have to say, Alex mentioned that about a year ago at the library, and the parents would love it because they'd be able to get fresh water for their kids. And I will say,
well, we put one.
Go ahead.
We put one at the community center downstairs, and in about a year's time, it has a counter on there, and we saved in 1 year time over 3,000 bottles of water. They keep
Wow.
the count of how many bottles of water. Yes. So people, what it is people are refilling their water bottles with the water. So you're using less plastic. It's better for the environment and everything.
That's great.
So,
Yeah.
And people bringing in thermoses and filling up with them. So it cuts down a lot of stuff. So it's a beneficial thing. Can
Did
I
you
make a
get
motion that we
quotes?
purchase one?
Did you
I'm
get
sorry?
any quotes on that?
Yes, Alex got a quote. I thought I sent it around, but I apparently didn't. It's a high quote, but I did talk to Paula about it, and I may have sent it accidentally just to her and not everybody else. Paula said that at Sikorsky, they've paid a lot more than that for this type of water fountain. So I believe the quote, I think it's $1,200 for the fountain itself, and the hookup would be about $400, so about $1,600. But I mean, when you consider, for one, if you look at how much we've saved this season, you know, nobody wanted COVID, but the library has saved a ton of money. And this would be an incredible benefit for people. I mean, people walk to the library. It's going to be hot when they get there. Go ahead.
I'd like to make a motion to purchase the water fountain, but with the correct funds, which I don't know where they come from, whatever funds that they have to come from, for the safety and staff members as well. So that's
Yeah, I second it. Maybe we could get some of the money that we saved by being closed, because I know some of the stuff we have a lot of money in because the place, the library wasn't open.
Yep,
So
we do.
we put that money maybe somewhere for now and over, I don't know, in the bank for a while, and then end of August before we really open up.
Did you check the computer?
August-
See if anybody else signed in yet?
I'm sorry, I can't. Go ahead. Say it again.
Did you check the computer, see if anybody else signed in yet or trying to sign in?
I'm looking to see if anybody's coming in, and I haven't seen anybody. But the thing I would say too, and I don't know if this is the line item you want to take it out of, but we do have the fiber optics line that has 1890 in it, which isn't necessarily the appropriate one, but it does have the amount of money in it. And let me see how much we have for maintenance. We actually have 1682 in maintenance, and that would be cutting it short because I don't know if Lisa's going to have anything for the month of June in the maintenance area. But either one of those would have money in it.
Under discussion, I said, well, you know, my motion said whatever funds are available and the correct item. So if we vote this in, then sit down, talk to the chairman and talk to Lisa and whoever else you got to do and just make it happen.
Okay.
We had to do it.
Yeah, do it that way.
Okay, perfect. Then I'll find out, you know, I'll find out from Lisa and where the funds are and where they should come out of, and then we'll talk to everybody. Thank you.
Perfect. Call for a vote.
So you vote, yeah, go ahead.
We're gonna vote on that?
Yeah, I think there were
Yes.
motions. I think there were two motions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we just have to,
Yes.
we just have to say aye now because we made a motion on it.
Yes.
Okay, aye.
Aye.
Okay, so that passed. We're gonna talk to
Yes.
that. And what's this about Regina Collins in September?
So Regina Collins is she represents, or she's our liaison to the Bank of America, the trust, the Worcester Trust. They're the ones who put the money in for us and they invest it. So I spoke to her and she could come in September, and because I didn't know if you guys would want to meet in July and August, and she said that September would be fine for her because she'll get everything together. I don't know that she'd be actually coming because we don't know what COVID will be doing, but she would send out packets to the board members. I'd supply her with the addresses, and then she could do a WebEx. I'm not familiar with WebEx, but she said that that's what they usually use for their conferences. And by September, I would be familiar with WebEx. So what?
Just make it happen. It's easy.
Okay, now,
Yeah.
did you want that to be on the third Thursday, like where a board meeting would be, or are you okay if we schedule it another time?
Well, I don't want to speak for everybody else, but just put it on a regular board.
Okay.
Yeah, we always, that's what, you always had it on the board night.
Yep. So I'll talk to her tomorrow on that then. So then
Okay.
that's done. And now I think it would be the review and vote on the staff materials.
Okay,
Everybody knows my answer. You know my answer on this choice. Just order it.
yeah, was it $2,854 for June?
Yep.
Okay,
And
anybody want to make a motion on that?
I'll make a motion to accept.
Okay, who's seconding? All right,
I'll
And
second
then-
it.
And
that's done.
yep.
And now-
And go ahead. Sorry.
All right, now we're gonna do, for July, right?
2,354.
4, right. Got a motion to accept that?
Second.
Go ahead. So moved.
Okay, that's done for $2,354. Now we got August, that's $2,554. Do I hit an offer on that?
So moved.
All right, I'll second that one. All right, we're done on up to August now, right?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay,
I should have put more in. I'm just kidding.
don't get me in trouble. Okay, is there anything else we need to talk about?
Just got to vote now.
Oh,
Right.
on those? Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
I vote
Aye.
3. I say yes for all 3 amounts.
All
Yep.
right. Yeah, that's what we're doing. All right, aye. Everybody, any abstentions or noes? Okay, hearing none, it's passed.
Thank you. Then
You're
I'm going to
welcome.
say a little blurb that we are closed, well, not closed, we'll be open, hopefully. But the board gets a vacation from their hard work, and we thank you very much. And Jess as well, who I consider kind of a board member anyway. So that would be July and August that you guys are off, and we'll be meeting in September 17th. And I will hopefully have the Regina Collins conference scheduled for then, which will mean it will be a long meeting. So, but just to, you got 2 months off to get ready for that September one.
Okay.
All right, so should I have a motion to end the meeting?
So moved.
All right, I second it. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, everybody stay safe till our next meeting, was it September?
Yeah, you too. Thank you guys very much. Have a wonderful summer and stay safe. And hopefully we'll see you in the library. I'd like to think that if a board member came in, we could not count you as the regular people, but we'll see. Since Alex is right here for that, me saying that, but thank you very much.
Thank you. Everybody stay safe. Good
You
night.
too.
Good night. Good night.
Good
Happy summer. Jess,
You
I
Yeah.
think it did record. So I'm going to try.
record.
I think so. So I'm going to try and send that to you tonight.
Well, I recorded it on my phone too.
Okay, all right.
But send me it anyway, just in case, because it's a new app I haven't used before, so.
Thank you. And you sent me your address already, because I'll change that in the system and then we'll get that
Yep.
sent to you. So sorry about that.
No, I'm sorry too. It
Well,
was,
don't be, no, I mean, like, I thought it was Deb Wazakowski. Well, actually, wait a minute. Let me stop recording this.